cái.
Let's go. Chop
Chào
chop.
các bạn, chào mừng các bạn quay lại kênh YouTube của mình. Hôm nay mình tiếp tục phần nhiệm vụ ở trường Witcher này nha. Bữa trước là Thành tới đây rồi nè.
Spilled some
Bây
wine.
giờ kêu cái thằng Echo nó
crawled
lấy
through
rượu
it.
mà nó đi ở đâu mà lạc luôn.
If I'd have bent
Bây giờ
over, I'd have
mình với
puked.
thằng Lambert phải đi kiếm thằng Echo này. Ba thằng ngồi nhậu mà mình đi lấy đồ ăn rồi đi lấy mồi.
Esco, you drunk! Get out here!
Kêu nó đi lấy rượu thì nó đi mất tiêu luôn. Không biết
Esco! Esco!
Let's go.
Let's go. Chắc ngoài cửa này.
Let's go. Chop chop.
Esco! Hey, you hear that?
It sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern.
Damn it. We missed a fight.
Think he hurt himself.
What's one scar, more or less, in his case? Makes no difference as I see it.
Đây, nó đây.
Let's go. Chop chop.
Nó xỉn, nó ngủ ở đây.
Hey, look. There he is.
With his ever faithful little bleeder. Hello, Esco. Wake up.
What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened.
Nồi nóc gỗ
Get up.
xỉn vào đây.
Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke.
Ba thằng này nhậu mà
Three of
từ
us get
sáng
together,
chiều
always
tối.
ends like this.
Let's find a
Chịu
fourth.
nổi.
Better, a woman.
Nothing here but Yen. We don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
Thôi, tôi nghĩ cậu uống đủ rồi.
Lambert,
Đừng có đụng tới
believe
con
you've had
dê.
your last drink.
You're
Giờ
just
mà lại
jealous
cái
you
máy
didn't
chiếu
think of
kêu
it
đi chịu
first,
hồi
but is that
cái
any
con pháp
reason
sư
to
kia là
spoil
con
it
dê
for
nó
us?
nổi khùng
I
luôn.
don't have the strength to argue.
Of course you don't, cream puff. Bet I could take you with one finger.
Hey, relax, Lambert.
Wanna fight? Huh? Wanna?
Ba
Come
gai
on.
rồi đó, ba gai rồi.
Good night. Damn,
Xỉn.
what a dream.
Người ta dạy hết trơn rồi. Mình còn đừng nằm nướng nữa. Nhìn kỹ cũng dễ thương chứ đâu có xấu.
See everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
Lấy cái
You
nón
can
của
give the
ông
boys a
rồi.
rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Thầy thu thập được gì
Vesemir,
không?
learn anything?
While you were out hunting forktails and playing with the megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause, awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't
Nghe có
Uma's
vẻ
voice.
kiều tưởng.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit. but I suppose I have to
Bây
trust
giờ là
you.
phải dùng theo cách của con Jen. Tôi tưởng cái bàn này bị vứt từ lâu.
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
Couldn't bear to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure, every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Giờ sao?
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Rồi, bây giờ
Wait,
theo cách của con Jen
why
là
couldn't
điều
we-
chế thuốc.
Do it earlier?
Tại vì cách của ông
Because the
thầy là đã
preparatory
không có
potions
tác
for the
dụng
trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
Bắt đầu sai.
No. After last night,
Sai khiến
And
người ta-
disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
You don't know who's trapped in Uma's body. How did you figure the proportions?
Performed a series of complex
Yeah,
calculations. Extrapolated some
Geralt?
data. Ran simulations.
Meaning you guessed.
Yes?
Lúc nào rồi kêu rồi cũng dạ vâng dạ vâng. Bào chế. Bào chế thì sao? Đây.
Potions ready.
tools too.
Good. Vesemir?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel. Make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
Cách này có vẻ hơi tàn bạo đấy. Hơi tàn bạo. Nhưng mà cũng hết cách
Ready.
rồi.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
Mình theo thứ tự. Mình đang trường độc dược vô.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly.
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
Có ổn không?
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
Geralt, next potion.
Listen, we should stop this.
Then Uma dies. Very painfully.
Yennefer's right.
Open the next valve.
Rồi bút luôn. Rồi đến thí nghiệm.
O-E-C-K Finn.
What now?
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he... Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags. On it.
Đi cha xa nhà.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Witcher phải là
Wiping vomit off the floor.
No, the trial. If that's Ciri in there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
tác dụng phụ.
I trust Yen. She knows what she's doing.
Don't doubt that. But do we know what she's doing? She tell you how likely this is to work?
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well. No offense, but I'd rather Geralt did it.
Understood. I'd prefer that too.
That normal?
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Hey, Yen, you're dozing off.
No, I'm just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake.
Pinching's apparently effective.
Later, perhaps. For now, talk to me. Tell me a story.
Heard about the time Ciri and I went ice skating?
No, not that I recall.
The winter she trained here. A couple months in, she started complaining I was too harsh a teacher. Brushed it off at first. Then she asked me to go skating with her. Didn't really want to. I'd never been before. But she insisted. As soon as we hit the ice, she started skating circles around me, hollering, "No, not like that. Footwork. One, then the other. Crossover. No, wrong. Break with the heel of your skate, not the toes." Needless to say, from then on,
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery. Never severe. Peniatad. Never severe. Kowal. Arriva. Endir. No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Kowal. Kowal. Kaniatad.
Nevid Severe, Kowal, Kaniatad. Nevid, Arriba, Endir. Geralt, the phylactery, open it. Kaniatad, Taran Anadir, Dis.
Thành người không phải Ciri, không phải đâu Ciri rồi. Cái này chắc là thằng pháp sư đi chung với nó rồi. Ủa, đang ngóng
Havelock?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. And now, a sage.
Where is Ciri?
The Isle of Mists.
cái chỗ này đảo
It's
Trung
not.
Nguyên.
She's not safe. The hunt.
Còn kỵ sĩ muốn gì á con bé?
The hunt. What's it want from Ciri?
Her blood.
Dòng máu của
Elder blood.
dòng máu của xưa của con
To
Ciri.
open the gate.
Tụ quay hình là nó truy
We
tìm.
cannot. We cannot allow this.
đảo sương mù nó ở đâu?
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Everywhere. And nowhere.
Ở mọi nơi.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren. In Skellige. Follow it into the mists.
Quay về đảo
Hurry.
Caray.
Hurry.
Sẽ quay lại
I tried to
Caray.
protect her. But the curse. The hunt has not found the isle as yet. 'Tis a matter of time. They will detect that one.
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Ta hồi phục được chứ.
Is he gonna make it?
I can't. No. You saw? Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but
The trial has wrought havoc in his body. Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times
phá
before,
hủy
too
mất cơ
many.
thể.
toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through. Do you understand?
Đây tìm Siri.
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Avalok? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
Thì định sẽ làm gì?
What's your suggestion?
Ciri can't flee forever. One day she'll stumble, and she won't get a second chance. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely
Kéo về
disappointed.
đây rồi cùng nhau
We plan to
thắp lá
fight
cờ
them.
với tụi nó.
We five? In a crumbling castle?
Do we have a choice, besides delaying the inevitable?
Pretty boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic?
Để mình gọi thêm đồng minh.
Fine. I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies. Bring everyone here. Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Mm-hmm. Exclusively.
Thì sẽ làm gì?
And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avalok to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
The boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Good luck, Wolf, and give Cirilla our love.
Con game này cũng
Come back quickly,
mình đi
Geralt.
cũng hơn được 50% rồi đó. Quá trời nhiệm vụ luôn rồi. Giờ bắt đầu đi kiếm đồng minh. Bây giờ quay về Novigrad đi, nói chuyện với mấy thằng này trước. Ừ. Theo mình tự đồ bị văng ngay hết rồi. Đây, có rồi. Bây giờ mình sẽ quay về Novilas trước. Đi cứu con gái mưa chứ. Gọi là con gái mưa. Chết mẹ. Vãi. Đi sấn sát xuống ngủm luôn. Là mình quên sao kiếm bị văng đâu rồi ta. What the hell.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Giờ đi tìm bằng hữu. Ủa?
Slower.
Witcher.
Thick, leathery leaves.
Constant sound of axes and saws.
Yeah?
They're thick with the smell of sap.
The Jarls are building new longships. It's the way of things. Trees are always the first to fall in a war.
Do they even know how long?
Ooh, watch it.
I shan't parley with you.
I could have married a continental man. Grant me patience.
Is that so?
Aye. Aye.
Give me strength, gods, that I might hunt once more.
món này đó ở trong cái động này. Đấy không? Đây Đại Lục.
I haven't seen a continental.
Can we talk? The Wild Hunt will attack Kaer Morhen soon. Gonna need your help.
A wild hunt? Are you certain? So, you found Ciri?
I know where she is, and the Wild Hunt will also learn that as soon as I find her.
I see. I shall pack immediately. Leave tomorrow at the latest.
Thank you.
No need. I raised the girl, and I've still a duty to her. I shall see you at Kaer Morhen.
Rồi, tìm được một đồng minh.
Oh!
Tôi có cảm giác đi nặng như vậy đó.
Looms are
You
late.
look weary,
There
my
are
dear.
very few.
Đây, hai đứa này gần sát bên. Mình sẽ đi tìm hết bằng hữu trước đi.
We didn't know Morgan's birthday no more. I've no clue what to give her.
Maybe a nice little axe.
Rồi nó
Friends
quay
we
lại
show
đâu
heart,
đi.
foes we show our axe.
A Witcher, eh?
The
Need
favor
help?
Lady Brand did for her son sure did bear a high price.
Call that walking.
Priestess is a terrible cross with you. You and the sword.
Telling you, Geralt, since you and Hjalmar defeated the ice giant together, I see you as one of our own.
I got the look of a Skelliger.
You've got the heart of an Uncrate.
This isn't easy, but I need to ask you a favor. A big one.
Tell me, friend.
Ciri. I know where she is, but I also know that as soon as I reach her, the Wild Hunt will know I did. They'll come after us, attack, and we'll need to respond with strength. Can I count on you?
The Black Ones first, now Wraiths. Such is life. Bring her here, and we'll face them in battle.
Nhắc đến quân
What's this about the Nilfgaardians?
Of late, look seaward and you'll see their sun on a sail, staring right back. We've yet to capture any of their crew, but only a fool wouldn't know they're planning something. But fear not, we'll banish the Black Ones and the Wild Hunt. Two birds with one skeleton axe. Ciri will be safe in Keatrold.
Can't risk your men's lives. Kaer Morhen, we fight them there, nowhere else.
Kaer Morhen is hundreds of miles away. To move an army there would take weeks, not to mention I'd expose the Isles to Nilfgaard's blows.
Ông đang đánh tụi áo đen.
Geralt, forgive me, but I cannot do it.
I understand. Won't take up any more of your time. Farewell.
Wait. Won't let you leave empty-handed. I'll help as I can. Come with me.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Got a talented smith.
Not I. King Erland Uncrate did.
Erland Stonefist. So this is Winter's Blade. Thought it was a legend.
Forged in Mahakam, tempered in dragon fire. Been in the Uncrate family for centuries. And now, it's yours.
Thank you. This can't be easy for you. I appreciate it all the more.
May it serve you well. Send those specters back where they came from.
That's my intention. Farewell.
Madman Lugos, fucking lie. Who's
Rồi
it?
cái tâm Winterlay nó ra sao? Rồi. Đây. Cũng không đẹp.
Night-blooded as a boatswain.
Well, might I?
That sheep shits in the front of a
There was prisoners in hell.
We've just
Dirty
made
oaf.
the port, and already you're pestering me. You've no respect for our customs. Not ye, nor that witch, Yennefer.
We serve her. Bow before water.
Ủa cái con nữ hoàng Seri đâu rồi ta?
Will you stay long?
Cái con mà mình giúp nó lên làm view nè.
Stay out of trouble, or you'll answer to me.
Hey!
Tù nhân
Ow!
Foreigner, watch your step.
Hey, you! Praise the passing days.
ở ngoài
Didn't I say we'd see cracks on?
Tongues are wagging about you. Geralt the Giant Slayer.
Where are you going?
Well, might as well.
These continental dandies come a-strutting, then we gotta drag their...
Something I've always wondered. What did you witchers do once there are no basilisks, leshens, or giants around? Eh?
Ủa đừng lên trên. Cái chỉ ở trên không.
Respect, Witcher.
See you back.
Có đầu túc ở trên.
Something I've always wondered.
May your axe never crumble.
Không có đường nào đi lên đâu hết ta.
Freya.
Your Royal Majesty. Would you spare a moment?
Come on, Geralt. I'm the same lass I was, save for the title. A lot of things changed.
Cảm giác chị vì đảo Skyline thế nào?
How's it feel to rule? Jarl's giving you any trouble?
They're all very understanding. They seem to believe in me. Besides Lugos, of course.
Tried talking to him? Could still win him over.
I don't know about that. He's more mule-headed than my father, but I'll try, of course.
Bọn quay hình.
Got a delicate matter I wanted to bring up. Need your help.
What is it?
Kroch's mentioned Ciri to you? He must have.
Have you found her?
Not yet, but I'm close. Problem is, as soon as I get to her, the Wild Hunt will probably be able to locate us quickly. So I'll want to take her to Kaer Morhen, battle the hunt there. I'm looking for allies.
I can't leave the Isles now. It's impossible. What I can do is give you my best warrior, Hjalmar.
Think you'll be willing?
I'm sure of it. In fact, I think he'll be overjoyed. Come on, you know him.
Yeah, guess I do. Thanks.
No doubt he'll be valiant. I hope he proves useful too. Good luck.
Who knows? Cut his paunch open, pulled out his guts.
Got a minute? Farewell.
Phòng có lũ hoàng nhìn cũng ngon nhỉ. Đây là phòng của thằng ở đây.
Ah, Geralt. How are things?
Mình giúp bảo vệ.
The Wild Hunt's preparing to attack Kaer Morhen. Could use your help.
Raid's at the gate of your Witcher's stronghold. You're a friend of the clan. I cannot refuse you. What's more, no one Krait's ever stood in battle such a foe. I'll leave at once.
Thanks. Won't forget this.
Đi nhưng mà sao nhìn mặt ngầu như vậy.
It was at the tavern that night planted as a boatswain.
Got me eye on you.
Respect, Witcher.
Giờ mình tới Novi Lab.
It's not worth shine if a weak arm swinging in there.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mist.
Ciri đem về trường của các Witcher nè, rồi bắt đầu chuẩn bị chiến.
Your bones will work you piss poor weather.
Ignorance don't walk away with guilt.
Then what? What does?
Đây, chỗ cái phòng massage. Chúng ta đúng rồi, cái phòng massage. Cái phòng xông hơi.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Wasn't sure I should even ask you. Still not. But what the hell? I could honestly use some help.
Oh, my help. Very interesting. Do tell.
Wild Hunt's gonna attack Kaer Morhen soon. It's a sure thing. Looking for people, resources, anything that'll help me repel them.
The Wild Hunt? Don't tell me you
Mấy này nó
believe
đang
that
lên kế hoạch
nonsense.
giết
Hardly
thằng
nonsense.
vua
Got a
Geralt
taste
rồi.
of it.
Chắc
A
không có giúp
painful
đâu.
taste. On my own skin.
No.
Sorry, Geralt, but I've my own pile of problems just now. I've not recovered my lost property. Your help, you might remember, left much to be desired. So I don't owe you shit.
Giúp thôi, ok. Càng quá.
Is there a land where am I?
Nhớ mặt tao như mày. Đó. Ngốt cũng chưa tao giúp gì à. Ủa, xuống ở dưới.
Normally I pay for that.
Ở đây có cái nhiệm vụ nữa ta. Nhiệm vụ hot ta.
I repeat, do not. The last individual who tried to come in on my business, it took them a month to find him. Am I being clear, Chive?
What's the fuss about? Can you not treat me as a bit of healthy competition?
Why are you even talking to him, Duke? I've always maintained 2 smashed knees are worth 1,000 words.
Oh, Geralt! Glad you came.
Chuyện gì vậy?
What's this about?
Nothing. I just wanted you to meet my new pals before they bugger the fuck off. Because we were just parting, right?
We'll have our reckoning yet, Chive. Soon.
What's this? Some flea-ridden mutant got you scared, Duke? Just say the word. I'll take care of him. Take a peek at what he's got inside, then make the midget eat it. Sound good?
Next time, Earl. Let's go.
Right, and don't show your hides round here ever again. Well, that puts me up to the neck in fucking shite without the shovel.
Bạn anh hả?
Shady, those guys. Who were they?
Puffed up fish bladders, Duke. Word does he's out to be the new Horse Son Jr., but the bugger's missing a hell of a lot. Specifically coin, influence, men, and class.
And the other?
Earl. A scumjug like few others. Skin of my arse twitches at the sight of him. Back in Mahakam, we'd send sow buggers like that down the coalface with a bundle of powder and a leaky lamp.
Chuẩn bị làm thêm nhiệm vụ phụ nữa. Chuyện này nghĩa là sao?
What's this all about? Doing business with them?
Exactly the ploughing opposite. You see, Geralt, old pal...
About to ask me for help, aren't you?
The thing is, I sort of kind of owe a wee sum to a mutual acquaintance. Francis Bedlam, the king of beggars. To pay off the debt, I've made up my mind to get serious about Gwent.
Getting better by the minute.
Not the playing of it, mind you, but the cards themselves. Rarest of them fetch princely sums these days. Sadly, that's not exactly arcane knowledge. Got a buyer in heat for my collection, missing just 3 cards. But Duke's dregs are all over my arse, so... What do you say, Geralt?
Tôi sẽ giúp anh.
Fine. We'll try to hunt down those cards. Which ones you need?
Fringilla, Vigo, Isengrim, and John Natalis. Devilish hard to get hold of. Duke's been trying too, hasn't had any luck.
Wait, you don't even know where to look for these cards?
Nah, it's not as bad as that. I'm betting Zed's got them. He quit fencing recently, only deals in cards now. Unfortunately, the arsewite won't talk to me. Not after I bought a one-of-a-kind Scoia'tael card out from under his nose. Would you mind going to see him?
Zed. Sounds familiar.
Big fish in the card pond. Has a shop along the south wall. And thank you, Geralt. I actually think I stand to pay off this debt now.
No problem. See you later, Zoltan.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You got water on the brain?
Is this truly what you want? To be the purveyor of cheap whores and wooden something?
What was that about?
She spat in my face. Or might as well have. Called me a whoremonger and a witless hack. Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
Save it.
And why don't you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what I plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. A bit of paint and plaster, and this place will do splendidly. Just one hitch. I need coin. So, if you happen to get a break between drowners and ekamajigs, maybe you can help an old friend out.
How much do you need? Maybe I can lend you the coin.
Thank you, Geralt, but I refuse to take a single crown from you. You know what they say. Fastest way to lose a friend is to loan them some coin. But a favor, that's different.
What kind of favor?
I dated this girl once, Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikania. And Daddy Dear would never refuse his daughter Dear a thing. We can borrow the coin from her.
Name rings a bell. Isn't this the woman you abandoned without saying a word? Stepped out for a bottle of wine, never to return?
You know, I bought that wine for a reason.
Long time ago, that.
Been away a while, sure. Which is why I need to draw on your authority. You've got some, you know, no matter what you might think.
Mấy cậu muốn tôi hỗ trợ cái gì?
Fine. Tell me what you want. Got a feeling you've a plan all cooked up.
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting. But with a touch of help from you, I know she'll forgive me. And then give me that loan.
What's this help entail?
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Arena, one of her props. You know, the kind they use during performances? Get that, then meet me outside Sophronia's house.
Let's say I agree and go see Madame Arena. What will you be doing in the meantime?
Something I have to finish. But I promise I'll do it before you come back with the sword. Then I'll tell you the rest.
Okay.
Fine, but...
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work, you'll see. Get the sword from Madame Arena and meet me outside Sophronia's at sunset.
Old man Newman left me a gift last time. What? He never given me nothing but floppy diddly. If you don't know how to give, you can't receive. Saying I'm no good at giving. To give, you got a material world. And I'm a material girl.
What's he schemed up this time?
I haven't the strength, Geralt. Perhaps you can talk some sense into him.
Looks like rain.
Get up!
I know where Ciri is.
Then why are we here? Let's go get the lassie.
I'll do that, but I have another job for you. You need to set out for Kaer Morhen. That's where I'll take Ciri. The Wild Hunt will attack soon afterwards. Could use you at our side.
You'll have me and my axe.
Thanks. See you at Kaer Morhen. Vesemir, Eskel, and Lambert are already there.
Ủa, nó đi rồi sao mình làm nhiệm vụ này ta?
Where you going? Hiller prowls the city, but you're not scared, are you? Now, witches, they can't...
It's true you kill kings.
Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
Could use your help at Kaer Morhen. Aim to take Ciri there. Wild Hunt's bound to appear soon after.
You didn't turn your back on me when I was in need. It's only fair I do the same.
Thanks. Venture to say your skills might prove invaluable.
I'll consider whether to bring Vess. Either way, I'll see you at Kaer Morhen.
Được mấy đồng minh rồi đó. Cái nhiệm vụ á, thằng lùn nãy mình nhận xong rồi mình kêu nó đi.
It's true you kill kings.
Now, witches, they can't...
mẹ cái nhu cụ với lùng luôn rồi. Tôi làm cái nhiệm vụ này cho thằng đam đe lên. Làm cho nó rồi xong làm tiếp mấy cái kia nữa.
Holy moly,
Oh.
tourist.
Don't touch me. Ah, so good to see you.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
Mine? Whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Voilà.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
I know you're not yourself, but you won't like this. Safe there.
Oh! And it's raining again.
Well, it only just stopped. Ah!
Đâu rồi luôn. Sao chưa thấy nó nữa. Đây, về đây.
Ah, finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none. Written your lines already.
You've written what?
So you know what to say during the performance. Here, and your mask. Put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But...
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
Stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
No, not the Crimson Avenger.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born. I've been hit! Ow!
To the house, quickly! He shan't get us there! Eternal fire, what do you want from us? Leave us be!
This rogue will soon run off. I'm sure of it.
He wouldn't chance getting caught by the guards. Would he?
Eternal fire, embrace and protect those meek and poor non-humans.
Này. Có thằng bạn lầy vãi cứt.
Well, another freak.
Mình coi vòng vòng đây, coi cái đảo này còn nhiệm vụ phụ gì không ta? Có một nhiệm vụ ở đây nữa. Mình nghĩ là nhiệm vụ này
You look
vào đây.
familiar.
So,
Nhiệm
how you
vụ
go with
Ba
this
Lan.
then? I was nothing a bit up minding my own business when suddenly up he pops and heals me.
Looking to make some coin too, eh?
Cái mấy thằng người đáng ngờ này là không biết là gì đó.
Eternal fire, why me?
Man Newman left me a gift.
Nó kêu gặp vào buổi sáng. Ngay.
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
Chúng tôi có những lựa chọn nào vào
What
phá
are our
đó?
choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his choice as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
Dandelion là việc này vì cô.
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
Both our lives have revolved around the stage, and cabaret's a form of theatre, in a way. Fine, let's do the theatre decor. I certainly hope it'll be to his liking.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Đi em nào mặc cái quần chip màu đỏ nhìn cưng cái gì?
Well, guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action, and so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. He'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
mình sẽ đi tìm thằng Daniela. Chắc đang dụ con nhỏ kia rồi.
The eternal fire will light our way.
I find it differently.
Wonderful.
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait! Do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubno,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter, and start looking.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Find anything?
Not here. The key.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of you. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose... in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
Could have skipped all that talking if you'd left it to me.
What, so you could smack him? Stop to think how Polly'd react to that? Think she'd be thrilled? What if he smacked you back and won?
He wouldn't have won. So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlick's. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, or Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
Bandit!
Oh, space.
Cướp hả? Vô đập phá nhà người ta hả?
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city. But I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
Take what you want. I'm just here for some placards.
You deaf? Didn't you hear me? This is all mine now. Fuck off, freak.
And here I thought we'd resolve this peacefully.
You'll regret this, mutant. Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
Cái nhiệm vụ của thằng Dandelion này. Có nhiệm vụ gì nữa mà. Quá trời nhiệm vụ.
Oh!
Nhiệm vụ nhiều quá vậy.
Behold, madly galloping poetry! Seems you're a considerable sum in the...
You Rodlick?
Henri Rodlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
Let me pay off your debt. No strings attached.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Gotten, so I'm afraid to see the surgeon.
Deepest apologies.
Never know when they'll accuse him of witchcraft.
Oh, deepest apologies.
Black hands into the lead. Joins are real good.
Wondering if I could take part in the races.
If you've coined for the ride, decide quickly, please. There's a rate.
I want a race.
Grand.
Geralt of Rivia.
Excellent.
Tưởng gì?
Competitors, saddle up! On 3! 1, 2, 3! Off you go!
Mình tưởng nhiệm vụ gì ra về luôn rồi.
It's as though the heavens sent you.
Hey, you're rushing too.
Hear ye, hear ye! The final of the Erasmus Vegelbud Memorial Derby is over! The winner is Geralt!
Not bad. Yet we... Shall I say?
Maybe later.
Captured and displayed in the sideshow of the circus. Well, it could be quite profitable.
I serve the eternal fire.
Where you going?
Huh?
Stand by the chameleon! Oh, grand opening tonight.
Làm quán lại đẹp rồi đó.
And
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
I love it. Especially the, accoutrements on the wall.
Priscilla picked them.
Well, I must admit, you have great taste. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Thanks, but I'm not really in the mood.
Have it your way. I, on the other hand, will drink. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
Chẳng nhớ nữa.
Can't say I remember. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Well, well. Never thought I'd live to see the day. Dandelion living in monogamy.
I've always been monogamous. Well, near enough. I just changed muses often.
Priscilla, another one for your collection?
No, she's its crowning glory.
Đúng rồi, vui chơi cũng phải lúc dần chứ. Tìm
One thing's
người
eating
lấy
me.
thôi.
How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from The Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am? She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Volmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Mặt đẹp mà sao
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morning star, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon. Damn, you're ugly.
Lost it. I kill one, another takes its place.
I know how you feel, believe me. Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count. Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat scalded.
Kiểm tra các bộ phận khác. Nãy cái đầu.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Kiểm tra hốc mắt.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems, very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Sorry. Rather not share my conclusions just yet.
I understand. For the good of the investigation.
Will you at least share what you intend to do?
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Oh, fuck, come on, you bloody bum!
Oh!
Giờ phải điều tra cái vụ phụ quá, nên để dài quá trời. Giúp nó gầy dựng cái quán này giờ tới lúc con bồ nó bị...
Ah!
Hey, handsome.
Human. Priscilla's. A brazier. This time of year?
Grab him!
Sis, that him?
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
That's it, you're in for it! Take him from the back!
Kill the horse!
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back! Ugh!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give her pouring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Mà làm mình giết hết hai bà thằng ở đây.
Oh, my head's ringing. What do you want?
A brazier. This time of year? I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Cái mùi này mùi bảo quản xác
Awful
chết.
pale. Oh, you scared?
Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
That's just talk.
I can't stand to see those mugs anymore.
Spare a copper or two?
Got my eye on you.
What's your hair lately?
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer. Looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Go on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. A better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these two mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleating orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. They care about some dwarf.
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, he were a good dwarf. Craftsman like no other. But he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood, left a few stains behind. Eyes, humanoid, completely rotten. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Means bandits looking to make raiders. Enough said. Bloody bandits!
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Fabian? Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no heart, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last
Có
one.
thể thằng mục sư đó nha.
Shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
Anh đã lục soát người của anh ta phải không?
You search Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets, made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town. Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Sold off. Don't know nothing else.
Turning around. Capital of the world.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
By the way, you and von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had him sent to prison. You see, Joachim led the student protests in 1242, a senseless and brutal revolt. People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
How old's von Gratz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Thích mùi xác ghét mà trẻ mãi không già.
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Hung thủ tiếp theo. Cái này giống Conan quá.
Till next time, Master.
Rồi dịch chuyển đi, dịch chuyển tức thời luôn. Ừ.
Here's a copper. What do I gotta do to get a lovely bug? Ah! Where you going?
Ừ. Tới cái chỗ gần đuôi ngựa nè.
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my arse out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now, I saw her this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our gods.
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Sao bị giết rồi.
He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
Kỳ vậy. Sao mấy thằng lính này nó tấn công mình?
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Watch it, Greylocks.
Cái nhiệm vụ này dài ghê luôn. Mình chơi nãy giờ mà chưa kết thúc được. Có thể là tìm được cái thằng tác nhân này nữa là xong. Cũng như là giết người hàng loạt vậy.
That and so pretty, bet he can't keep his hands on himself.
Stand to see those mugs anymore.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
You mean me to grab another lass to join us? How are you, honey?
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturbed me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
Try it, you bastard. You're free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If not for you.
He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh, God, it gave me the shivers. And then he hit me so hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to, and he was hitting the poker in the fire.
Calm down. He won't hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
It's a material world, and I'm a material girl. Everything there.
Errol.
Yeah.
Does
Now,
fine
round
performance.
town, a family of
You
midgets,
make
and even a
scene,
stripe
Heard that 3 times already.
thighs,
I'm not
stranger.
sitting here at a 4th.
Fancy a hot back to my place? More.
Hey.
You always wear tight trousers.
Should I tell the temple guard?
Got an itch needs scratching? Got an itch needs
Ow!
scratching?
Greetings.
Oh,
What's strange about that?
what's strange is you. Everyone knows witches are freaks, mutants, and that.
Last I checked, everything was where it should be. Got anything to sell?
Thôi, để đó phiên khác.
So long.
Mình phải ghi nhớ chỗ này. Để có gì ghé lại sau. Các bạn nhớ chỗ đó nha, chỗ đó là chỗ mà Libium hình như còn nhiều chỗ nữa chứ không phải mình chỗ đó. Thấy nhiều chỗ. Bây giờ quay lại chỗ anh Lê Lan.
Got my eye on you.
Spare a copper or two. Watch where you're walking.
Well, corporate with a library.
Hey, you. Seen any bright filling?
Oi, cocker!
Fucking hey, Ord.
Ah,
How's?
Better, right?
Yes.
did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. From me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Trong cái nhiệm vụ với thằng Nam. Tội nghiệp con bé.
Sorry, Geralt. My throat's still quite...
Say no more. Get well soon.
Sorry, Geralt. My throat's still quite...
Say no more. Get well soon.
Mình coi ở đây còn nhiệm vụ nào không? Đây nè. Ở đây là nhiệm vụ đua ngựa phải không? Quay lại đây kìa.
What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure? What do you think?
Oh, fuck me. Now who started this war?
Red, please. Those the one.
Hey, not like that.
Cái cống ngầm.
Life, you gotta take risks.
You know.
Stop walking into the door!
Non-humans exhibit a natural inclination towards bigotry. Every one of them.
Grey hair, come here.
What is it?
We're a problem, Master Witcher. Mate of ours got injured, and we can't seem to find him.
Poor lad could bleed to death.
You tracked many a monster. Would you sniff our friend out as well? Willing to pay?
Why not? Short delay won't hurt.
Lead the way, Master Witcher. Quick as you can, though. Poor lad needs help.
Need some kind of lead first. Any clues?
Yeah, he ran. Toward the port. Came out of the sewers.
Sewers? Should be an easy scent to follow.
Is it not uncomfortable? All that steel on your back.
Boot prints. Traces of sewer slime.
Won't be easy to find mages in this mob.
Easier than you think. You just need to set the proper bait.
Meaning?
Start a rumour that your father's ill, and only a potion will save him.
It'll take some coin to spread that rumor.
Don't worry about that. His Royal Majesty's been right generous with funds for the city's cleansing.
Let's drink for its nearly night.
Blood. Fresh.
Black ones, just across the river. Yet not a soldier in the city.
Take pity, sir. I've a sick child. Even more misery besides.
Why are you bothering him, you grub? Can't you see he's busy?
Burned all the easy-to-find witches already, and I could use a quickie.
Such lovely natural surroundings.
Got a foolproof method for exercising witches.
Think I pissed me trousers.
Gotcha, Horsen.
That was 5 stone of the purest fist tech you put to the torch. Do you know what it was worth?
All right, Wiedźmin. Take your coin, bugger off.
Do what you will.
Need no convincing there.
Oh, God. A Reaper's come for me.
Cái nhiệm vụ này cũng tiếc rồi.
Think I pissed me trousers.
Thiết kế ra cái con game này nhìn thật là quá giỏi luôn. Từ cốt truyện cho tới gameplay đúng là game of year, game của năm.
Draw your weapon. Prepare for battle. You shall not have it easy this time.
Cái thằng quỷ
Brought
là cái thằng
friends.
hồi đó hay đánh với mình đó, hay
They
bắt
all
đấu với
pledged to
mình.
defend Maid Bilberry's honor too.
No, they defend justice. For it is only fair you face a...
Is that so?
Yes!
Về nhà đi.
You'd better go home, get some sleep. Think things over tomorrow.
Wise words.
Don't know about you two, but I'm feeling a bit sleepy.
Yeah. We're done here.
Bây giờ mình sẽ tới Velen đi. Tới Velen trước tìm đồng minh. Tìm thêm đồng minh. Nhiệm vụ hết rồi phải không ta? Này, cái này là đua ngựa. Mình cứ lộn hoài. Kiểm tra coi. Nhiệm vụ phụ là hết rồi không? Này đua ngựa. Nhiệm vụ ngọc trai đen đó là phải qua cái đảo Kelai làm.
They ought to never let your kind in, Novigrad proper.
Fall upon your knees before the
Eternal fire.
Ở cái thành ở cái thành Novigrad này là cái thằng Geralt là ra lệnh là quả thiêu hết mà những người mà pháp sư. Bây giờ con shit tạo của nó trốn. Ủa tới hoàng cung chứ.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Niente mia dentro. Good. Till shore är väg.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Witcher, why have you come?
I've managed to find out where Ciri is.
Finally, I'd begun to doubt the wisdom of enlisting you. Bring her here at once.
The Wild Hunt's pursuing her. Kaer Morhen's the only place she'll be safe.
That was not a suggestion. I can defend my own daughter.
I don't doubt it. Against conventional foes, the Wild Hunt's different. Facing it here would put Vizima at risk. Hundreds of innocents could die. Kaer Morhen is in a wilderness, and your army stands to be far more helpful there.
Hình nó hình của con Siri lúc nhỏ hả? Nhìn
Agreed.
không phải.
I shall send a banner with you. On one condition. General Voris will lead it.
Can't agree to that.
And I cannot agree to witches commanding my troops.
Well, I'm not about to give in. You don't look it either. Sorry to take up your time, Your Majesty.
Rồi, cuối cùng cũng
Bring me Ciri.
I will, if that's what she wants.
cũng không giúp luôn. Mẹ mày. Chẳng lẽ giờ tụi trưởng mình phát chó.
Shegana Tuvi.
Để tới đảo nó mù thôi.
Gloire en Eidfrey.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at
đưa
that.
đạo quân tới nhưng mà không có cho
Avalok,
được chơi chỉ
for
huy.
this was his name,
Ích kỷ.
was the
Đứa con
elven
của nó
mage
thì
who had
con
helped
An.
Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Ở đây cũng có một cái nhiệm vụ phụ nè, ở đây cũng có một cái nhiệm vụ phụ. Đảo này còn 2 cái nhiệm vụ phụ mình chưa làm luôn.
What is it?
You're clearly a fighting man with many journeys neath your belt. I'm in need of your help. You see, it's me, Sonny. I'm...
Sorry, can't take the...
Nhận giờ nó lại rối hay nó làm. Đây một cái nhiệm vụ. 3 cái.
Why is that, Granda?
A Witcher?
Cái đảo sương mù. Ủa sao đi không được?
Shiver at the very thought.
Phải có chút 2.000 mấy mét. Xương không đã mẹ. trong Witcher này cảnh nào cũng đẹp, mờ ảo. Ở đảo Kelai này thì mờ ảo, ở Novigrad thì giống như là thành phố tráng lệ xa hoa. Highland này giống như đồng quê, nông thôn. Nào qua vậy? Ôi. Vậy nó cánh như một cái vòng luôn. Bên mẻ hơn bên thường. Ok, đúng hướng. Gọng ở đâu bay lượn tăng lên. Năm con. Lại chút. Dòng bay đâu tè en đây. Nó tỉa xuống cái nó banh thuyền quá. Đó.
Come on.
Thôi. Tao không có muốn tự bơi vô còn xa lắm. Mình tới rồi. theo em. Sau khi sau khi người có nhiệm vụ luôn, mình làm nhiệm vụ phụ của mình hết rồi còn gì đâu. Có cái nhiệm vụ phụ ở đây quên làm chính mà kệ. Có gì quay lại sao? Có xeo em lại mình.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Đi đâu mà lộn phèo như. Cái đảo này cái kia quá. Cái nhà này.
Firefly stopped at the hut. I'll look inside. Locked.
Phá cửa đi.
Anybody in there? Damn. I'm not gonna hurt you. Open up.
Oh, you blew our fucking cover. Who are you? What do you want?
I'm Geralt, a Witcher.
Go away!
Looking for a young woman. Ashen hair, scar on her face. Will you let me in?
No!
How many of you are in there?
What do you need to know? You taking a bloody census?
Điều tra dân số này.
Mind my mum's beard. Get yourselves together, lads. You there, outside the door. Geralt, that right?
Yeah, Geralt.
Listen, Geralt, let's cut to the thick of it. We survived a shipwreck recently. Beasts from the depths ate some of my lads, and the rest of us found shelter here. Not too special, that, as dangers litter this isle, but it does go to explain why we're a wee bit distrustful.
No way you can get to this isle conventionally.
Crikey, you call a shipwreck conventional? Leave it be, mate. You know what he means.
Let me explain. A short while past, we was en route from Skellige to Novigrad. And Ferenc got talking with the captain, who sold him a magic firefly purported to know the way to a hidden treasure.
Got nothing to fear from me.
Said the fox to the gaggle of geese. I've lost too many mates already. I won't risk it. I can't.
Open the door, or I'll open it myself.
You try. These hinges, this lock, they'll withstand anything. Of course, you can always come back with a platoon of engineers, a battering ram and a hackman locksmith. Why the threats? We's all in one cart. Would be better to help each other than argue.
All right. What do you want?
I want you to find our mates. Ivo, Ferenc, and Gaspar. They ventured off, but they're on the Isle missing, and probably lost. Help them. Help me. Please. If anyone can find them, I know you can.
This Ivo. Where do I look?
Agent insisted he'd explore the caves to the east. Tried to knock it out his head. Literally. Bugger wouldn't budge.
Gaspard. Where'll I find him?
He said it was defeatist, set and wait to be rescued. We had to take action, or at least he did. Plainto spotted a lantern out to sea, so he said he'd climb the highest peak to look out for ships.
Where'd Ferenc go?
West, in search of a ship that's said to be out there.
Ferenc is handy. Thought I might fix it up, make you seaworthy.
All right. See if I can't find all three. See ya.
I'm content to understand.
Am I ever pleased to see you?
I talked to your friends. Come down.
Right. I'm coming. You lucky devil, you. You know, I've one regret. That...
Chết chưa?
Dead.
Chết tươi.
Damn.
Nãy cứu ra vậy mà còn té trượt chân xuống nữa. Nãy thiệt, đúng là mấy thằng lùn. Chết tươi. Đây, nó còn 2 đăng rồi. có con chuột nó hiện giữa màn hình luôn ta.
Hey, wake up.
Shoo. Back to bed, Nibbles.
Wake up.
What's happening? Who are you?
I'm Geralt. You and your friends, what's your story?
Rabbinick and Company. Real estate appraisal, insurance, mass event organisation. Gaspard Sutter. My mates call me Sleepy. I even slept through that storm. It's a shame so many died.
Any chance you've seen an ashen-haired woman around here?
Here? Nay, not a soul. But a lot passes me by on account of my sleeping.
Your friends asked me to find you, Ferenc, and Ivo.
I'm afeard they're dead. Some horrors swarmed Ivo, saw it with my own eyes. And Ferenc, I heard him. A blood-curdling cry, then the roar of a beast.
Let's get back to the hut. I'll protect you along the way.
Shame about the lads, really, but what can you do? Come on. But I should warn you, I suffer from narcolepsy, meaning...
I know what it means. Don't worry, I'll keep you awake.
Off we go then.
Drifting off. I've seen
Wake up.
I don't want to go to school.
Đang đi giữa đường mà cũng ngủ được nản.
Know much about this isle?
Almost nothing.
You know, it ain't on my map.
A common characteristic of enchanted islands.
You think it's enchanted?
It's the one thing I'm sure of.
Quỷ kia thiệt tình. Mẹ. Mình đi nhanh quá thì nó đi không kịp.
If you're a wee bit drowsy...
Come on, get up.
Oh, Nibbles, you's a naughty kitty, aren't you? All right, I'm up. So, what is it brought you to this strange place?
Looking for someone.
Here?
Just kind of turned out that way.
Not too keen on talking about it, are you?
Not really.
This place seems safe enough. Just be sure and come back. And make it quick, eh? Not that much to see here.
missing dwarves. Shame he's dead.
Rồi, 3 thằng chỉ cứu được thằng thôi. Cứu được cái thằng ngủ thôi. Còn cái thằng đầu tiên thì bị trượt té nản.
Brought you your friend.
Sure. Let's hear him then.
Wake up.
I'm awake.
Gaspard! Stand back! I'm opening the door.
Gaspard! You seem a bit muddled.
Muddled. A bit drowsy, that's all.
What of the others?
Found one near a monster's den. He was already dead, sadly. Saw another fall from a cliff. Broke his neck.
Shit. Ramanick told me to have an eye on the snot. 'Twas his nephew. Thanks for helping, and sorry I didn't trust you.
Oh, everything's gone wrong. What'll we do now?
Got a boat. You can leave with me, but I need to find someone first.
An ashen-haired lass?
Yes.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
Sao anh phải xin lỗi?
What do you mean?
She's cold. Spirits left her.
Must have passed shortly before we found her.
Let's wait by the boat.
Là sao Siri chết à? Đúng rồi. Quần áo nè, đôi giày, đôi bút cũng giống nữa. Đúng rồi, nói chứ ai. Thằng Geralt chết lặng luôn. Đứng như trời trồng luôn. Dù gì con Siri là giống như là con nuôi của nó luôn á, giống như con ruột á. Hay là mình có làm sai bước nào để con Siri chết không? Mình nhớ là con Siri đâu có chết đâu. À, cái này là cái linh hồn nữa phải không? Nhập vô là sống lại được. Đó. Hết hồn tưởng nó chết chứ.
Guess not all of Vesemir's teachings have receded into oblivion.
A Witcher can forget to eat, to drink, to breathe even. But a Witcher never ever forgets to care for his blade.
Yeah, I used to repeat that incessantly. Never tired of doing it either.
What creature was it?
Huh? Creature?
One that gave you the scar over your left eye. It's new. I don't remember it.
Souvenir from the cockatrice of Spalna. Another addition to the collection. Nothing special. Yours is healed beautifully, though.
Avalok. He prepared some special ointments for me. But that was before the curse gripped him. Wonder where he is now.
We lifted the curse. He's at Kaer Morhen, waiting for you.
Are you serious? You must be. You'd not jest about something like that. A nice thing to wake up to.
You trust him?
Avalok? He's not let me down to date. Not once.
Why exactly is Avalok helping you? Sages have never been fond of humans.
He doesn't do it for me. It's about my power. As if it could ever be about anything else. Avalok tried to teach me how to control my ability. He was also making sure I didn't fall into Eredin's hands.
What's Eredin after? What's he want from you?
What everyone wants. Control of my powers. His homeworld faces annihilation. Eredin's decided to invade ours. Brilliant, wouldn't you say? Can't achieve much on his own, so he needs to bring an army. Except his navigators can't possibly move him and thousands of NL between planes. Their abilities won't allow it.
Whereas yours will.
Exactly. And if I die in the process, well, that's a necessary sacrifice.
How'd you ever start traveling with Avalok?
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels. I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avalok appeared, out of nowhere. He found a portal, and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, oh, perhaps half a year.
The world where Eredin couldn't find you. What was it like?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
People there had metal in their heads. Waged war from a distance, using things similar to megascopes. And there were no horses. Everyone had their own flying ship instead.
Cái này giống như
Stop fooling around.
XS của Cyberpunk 2077 nè. Mình có nghe qua cái đoạn hội thoại của The Witcher 3 nè. XS của Cyberpunk nè.
So why'd you return?
Nó lồng ghép cái
I thought the hunt had lost my scent for good. I thought I was safe.
Cyberpunk 2077 vô con game The Witcher 3
Besides,
trong
I wanted to find you.
lúc mà phát hành trò này là Cyberpunk 2077 đang được làm ra mà.
You were looking for us, we were looking for you. Times I thought you were just a step away. Other times, felt like I was going around in circles.
I'm not surprised. There were times I fled pell-mell head first and forward.
So tell me how it happened, step by step.
Eredin located us mere moments after we landed on Old Skellig. Soon after, he and his riders surrounded us. I thought it was over, the end. Turned out Eredin had other plans. He produced the phylactery, uncorked it. A fog enveloped us, and Avalok began gasping for air.
That's how Eredin cursed Avalok, triggered his transformation into Uma?
Yes. He didn't wish to kill him. Humiliation, that's what he was after. But Avalok refused to succumb without a fight. He cast a spell that wrought havoc in the hunt's ranks.
And in a full half of a forest on Ard Skellig.
Yet it also gave us time to flee. Avalok opened a portal. I leapt in. He was supposed to follow right behind me, but something went awry. Impaired by the curse, he failed to reach the portal in time. We had agreed that if anything went wrong and we were separated, we would meet at his hideout in Velen.
But you failed to meet there.
Yes, we failed to. Once through the portal, instead of at Avalok's hideout, I landed right in the middle of Crookback Bog.
I barely escaped the crones. And then there was the Baron. You know, he took me hunting. I killed a wild boar with my sword.
I heard.
A coincidence, really. I had no desire to hunt that day, but it felt wrong to refuse. I'd taken nothing remotely resembling a hunting weapon. I simply hadn't intended to hunt. I was wandering through the forest, breathing deep the air. And then I heard a strange sound. Unsettling.
Boar attacked you?
Mm-hmm. Big as a bison, and lumbering straight at me. And all I had was my sword. Had to manage.
Did just fine, judging by how the Baron's men remember it.
Simple soldiers, the whole lot. But we got along splendidly. A shame I had to leave. Flee. But I didn't want to bring the wild hunt down on them. Apart from which, I knew by then the curse was progressing. So instead of looking for Avallac'h, I decided to find you and Yen.
So how'd you even meet a man like Whoreson Jr.?
You and Yennefer were nowhere to be found, and I needed someone who could fix the phylactery. No ordinary craftsman would do. I needed a mage, one with extraordinary powers. Dandelion took it upon himself to help me. It was as if his honor depended on it. He arranged a meeting with a mage, but it proved a trap set by the temple guard.
Failed to mention that.
Probably didn't want to worry you. Later, we learned the guard did that sort of thing regularly, in the hope of nabbing anyone who collaborated with mages. We needed to find another way. That was clear. Then Dandelion said he knew a man who owned a piece of Novigrad, as he put it, could do more than others. He was certain to know someone who could fix the phylactery.
Whoreson Jr.
Mm-hmm. I suspected it might not be the best idea, but I was desperate. I had no choice.
You suspected right. Whoreson was not the ideal partner in crime.
Damned simpleton got it in his head that we cheated him and kidnapped Dudu.
Who you promptly freed only to have to flee to Temple Isle. Great idea.
We hadn't planned it. Had no time to consider. We just bolted. I didn't even realize the guardsmen were driving me into a trap. Suddenly there I was, and I knew I had to disappear. At once.
And that's when you landed back in Skellige.
The shore of Hindisfjall. The first pleasant place that came to mind. Hjalmar and I used to swim there.
Wait, so you actually wound up there by accident? I thought you and Avallac'h had arranged something.
No, he simply sensed me use my power. Just as Eredin can sense where I am, where I travel. In fact, Eredin arrived soon after I did. His riders in tow. Once again, things happened quickly. Lofoten, the hunt's attack, my flight. And then, dreams. Just dreams.
What did you dream? I've had nothing but nightmares lately. Pretty horrible.
Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you. Ugh, that was horrible. Had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat round a fire, drinking good wine, and all around people danced and laughed.
I like that one a lot better.
Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dreamed, in the end, I would enter a tower.
Recognize it? Know where it might be?
Not sure. I don't think so, but there was something familiar about it. And something terrifying. The tower was stark and dead. But at the same time, I felt I had to enter it.
Did you?
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance. And the last time, instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face. If not for the scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
I was afraid you were dead. Found some dwarves here. Said they'd try to wake you, but you were cold as ice and you weren't breathing.
And yet you came in.
Who listens to dwarves these days? Speaking of which, they're probably getting antsy. We should go. Got a boat on the beach. Once we land, we'll head for Kaer Morhen, on horseback.
Right. Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Though a portal would be quicker.
And draw Eridan to us immediately. Rather not risk it. Besides, I hate portals. Damn.
Mấy thằng lùn chôm thuyền rồi. Mấy thằng lùn mất
Listen,
dạy.
we gotta think of a way to... Get us out of here.
They'll know where we've gone. They'll know how to find me.
They already do. Ciri, take us home.
Mấy thằng lùn khốn nạn. Dám chôm thuyền của mình. Rồi bây giờ quay về trường Witcher.
Welcome back, child.
Siri!
Con Jen này giống như là mẹ của nó luôn. Geralt này giống như cha rồi.
My, you've grown beautiful.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet the others.
You've not changed a bit. Any of you. All just like I remembered.
What?
Little sis.
Con chít cũng lại nữa. Mọi người đều tới giúp rồi.
They're all here. Everyone you asked for help. Avalok's resting in the tower, still in pretty bad shape. No reason to do it out here. Come inside.
Damn, it's good to see you again.
Maybe I'll give you two a moment.
Triss, please.
No, you must have missed each other terribly. A minute's delay won't hurt anyone.
Fine. So, a minute, then we go, all right? This is just a little awkward.
45 seconds.
Huh?
We've 45 seconds left. Well, 30 now. And then we throw the gauntlet at the Wild Hunt. So I beg you, use these seconds well.
Yen, I adore you.
No points for creativity, but for your candor.
Nữa, ghẹo con chít nữa, chọc chít nữa.
Time to go.
xin kết thúc ở đây nha các bạn. Hẹn các bạn ở video tiếp theo. Chúc các bạn một năm mới vui vẻ nha. Hiện tại là sắp tới giao thừa rồi. Chúc mọi người năm mới tràn đầy sức khỏe nha, sự ý. Nếu các bạn thích hãy cho mình một like, một subscribe nha.